The newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Manila has maintained its position that Escoda Shoal is part of our exclusive economic zone. Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Maria Teresa Lazaro made this clear to Chinese Vice Foreign Minister Chen Xiaodong during their exchange at the bilateral consultation mechanism in Beijing. This, as Chen was said to have asked the Philippines to withdraw BRP Teresa Magbanua in Escoda Shoal. Lazaro also made this statement after Beijing warned that it will, quote, crush any foreign incursion in its claimed territory in the South China Sea. Security analyst Chester Cabalza weighs in on China's threat to crush any foreign encroachment on its territory. He says that statement from Beijing is terrifying and we should expect more word war this time around. Here's an excerpt from his interview on The Big Story.
Is this a calculated move from China, or did that slip around? Was it an effort to show some teeth? I mean, what do you sense here?
Well, for me, it's terrifying, and at the same time, China is terrified. Let's put it into context. First off, the U.S. has signified its support to the Philippines because of the ignition of a showdown that might happen in the third hotspot in the Sabina Shoal. And we know for a fact that since the U.S. is adamant in its ironclad commitment to help the Philippines, and that's the reason why perhaps China feels that this is a red line for them, mainly because they think that first, there are many hindrances and challenges for them to get all the maritime features in the Philippines. First, the main objective there is to at least would lead them to Ayungin Shoal. And since they already have the mischief reef, that would be a trio for them to contain the islands and maritime features of the Philippines. Remember, the statement is very strong, but at the same time, I think China is also terrified of what might the U.S. can offer to the Philippines, because I think the U.S. is not bluffing this time around. They knew that they've been asking the Philippines to support us. It just so happened that the Philippines wanted to take the lead, and at the same time, Manila would also put into consideration its de-escalatory tactics and strategy as of the moment. I think those were the considerations. But since China couldn't get in and take what they want, I think they would use a show of force and strong words. And I think we will see more world wars coming from China this time around.
On to another story. The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, or PAOK, aims to look into the alleged burial sites in a POGO hub in Porac, Pampanga. PAOK Executive Director Gilbert Cruz said they have filed a request for a search warrant from the court to look into the reported hidden burial site in Lucky South 99 POGO hub. He said that the bodies of some missing foreign nationals may be discovered in the alleged burial site.
Nagpag-coordinate tayo sa different embassies, Chinese embassy, Vietnamese embassy. Meron sila mga list ng mga missing persons, foreign nationals. And doon namin ibabangga kung sakali mang may makukuha kaming mga bodies o mga remains doon sa sa mga grave sites na 'yon. Then doon namin ibabangga dun sa mga missing persons nila.
Meanwhile, authorities expressed concern over POGOs possibly transferring to e-gaming operations. The only difference between the two is that e-gaming operations employ Filipinos and they only cater to gambling bets placed in the Philippines. Senator Win Gatchalian called for a stricter regulation of e-gaming operations in the country.
So nakita namin may mga regulatory weaknesses dito sa e-gaming. Baka maging mas malala to sa mga susunod na panahon. So ang punto ko lang naman, kahit mawala yung POGO, dahil mawawala ang kita ng PAGCOR at ng BIR, Yung e-gaming naman, lumalaki siya. At nakita ko, in the last 3 years, ang laki ng linaki niya, almost more than 100%. So, in other words, napalitan ng e-gaming yung kita ng Pogo.
We'll be back with more stories after this break. Keep it here on One News. Welcome back. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Pauline Verzosa. Pag-asa continues to monitor severe tropical storm Bebinca outside the Philippine area of responsibility. And to get more updates, we have Pag-asa weather forecaster Glyza Escolar joining us on the line. Good morning, Glyza. Nasaan na ba itong si severe tropical storm Bebinca at may chance bang pumasok ito sa Philippine area of responsibility?
Magandang umaga po sa lahat po ng nanonood at nakikinig ng One News. Para po sa lagay ng ating panahon, ang severe tropical storm Bebinca na nananatili sa labas ng Philippine Area of Responsibility ay inaasahang makakapasok ngayong hapon o mamayang gabi po. At hindi naman po ito magtatagal sa Philippine Area of Responsibility, pero ang mapagpapaibayo nitong habagay din po yung minomonitor natin simula kahapon hanggang sa mga susunod na araw. Huling namataan ang nasabing bagyo, 1,605 kilometers silangan ng extreme northern Luzon. Sakaling pumasok po ito ng Philippine Area of Responsibility ay tatawagin po ito sa pangalang Ferdy. Sa ngayon, napag-iibayin po nito ang habagat, lalo na po ang malaking bahagi ng southern Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Pero mas matitindi po ang inaasahang mga pag-ulan sa Mimaropa, Western Visayas, Sorsogon, Masbate, Negros Occidental, Batangas, Quezon, nalalabing bahagi ng Bicol Region at nalalabing bahagi po ng Visayas. Samantala sa Metro Manila at nalalabing bahagi ng Luzon, magiging maulap din po ang kalangitan dahil po sa trough ng nasabing bagyo. At dito po sa Metro Manila, asahan na po yung mga severe thunderstorm mamayang madaling araw na maaaring magtagal ng mga 3 hanggang 6 na oras. Ngunit pagdating po ng umaga, ay inaasahan naman po na magiging light to moderate na rin po ang mga pagulan at by hapon po ay halos mga mahinang pagulan na lamang po ang inaasahan po natin. Inaabisuhan lang po yung ating mga kababayan, lalo na po sa western section po ng Southern Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Ito po yung Memaropan, Negros Island Region, Western Visayas, Zamboanga Peninsula, Barm, Soc-Sargen, at ilang bahagi po ng Central Visayas. Maging alerto po at maging handa po, i-ready na po yung mga emergency kit ninyo kung meron po kung medyo mabababa po yung mga lugar at prone sa landslide dahil po inaasahan na tuloy-tuloy po yung mga magiging pag-ulan. Pinakamaiksi na pong araw na titigil po ang ulan sa bahagi po ng areas na aking nabanggit ay mga 4 na araw. Pinakamahaba po yung 6 na araw. Kaya manatili pong magmatsyag at sumunod po sa ating mga local government officials, pati na rin po sa mga local disaster managers po kung ano pong karampatang mga action po ang pwede nilang gawin o maitulong po sa inyo para sa inaasahan po nating ilang araw ng mga pagulan sa nabanggit ko pong mga lugar. Yan po ang latest mula dito sa Weather Forecasting Center ng Pag-asa. Ito si Glyza Esculiar, nag-uulat.
Alright, maraming salamat sa iyong update. That was Pag-asa weather forecaster Glyza Esculiar. Now, in other news, the Justice Department will pursue a murder charge against former Palawan Governor Joel Reyes. DOJ Secretary Boying Remulla said this after Reyes surrendered to the NBI. Reyes is the alleged mastermind behind the killing of broadcast journalist Jerry Ortega back in 2011. Ortega was a critic of Reyes' mining activities and alleged corruption in Palawan. The former governor is also facing graft charges before the Sandigan Bayan. Filipino pool player Rubilen Amit wins the WPA Women's World 9-Ball Championship. At isa raw sa talagang naniwala sa kanyang kakayahan ay ang kanyang supportive na tatay. At para bigyan ng mukha ang balita, Mobile Journal, Denise Valdesancho.
Mula sa libangang pagbibilyar, isang kababayan natin ngayon ang kauna-unahang Pinay na 9-Ball World Champion.
September 8, nang gumawa ng kasaysayan ang Cebuana pool player na si Rubilen Amit o Bingkay bilang WPA Women's World Champion sa 9-ball. Pero bago yan, naging champion muna siya sa kanyang tatay na nag-push sa kanya to play billiards.
Actually, dad ko talaga yung mahilig maglaro ng billiards kasi ano niya yun stress reliever niya. Malayo yung gap namin ng brother ko. So dad ko talaga yung playmate ko when I was young. I was around 12.
Masaya man sa paglalaro, hindi niya naman pinabayaan ang ACADS. Nakapagtapos si Bing sa University of Santo Tomas ng accountancy. Pero ang kanyang daddy, nasa tabi lang daw niya at naghihintay na ipreso niya ang pagiging professional pool player.
Seryoso ka ba na you want me to play billiards? There wasn't any opportunity at the time pa. Especially for women, wala talaga. Yung dad ko minsan pag nasa school siya, pag susunduin niya ako and then color coding. Tapos mag-aantay siya sa bilyaran. Tapos ako nasa library. Tatawagan niya ako pag natatalo na siya.
Tiyempo namang nang maisipan niyang ituloy na ito, ay kinailangan talaga niyang tulungan ang kanyang pamilya.
Nag-fail yung dalawang businesses. And then I'm the eldest, so biglang naging breadwinner. So
sunod-sunod ang kanyang naging gig. At sa WPA Mixed Teams 10-Ball Championship taong 2011, nakalaro niya at nanalo pa ang tandem nila ng The Magician Efren Bata Reyes. Pero kung hindi pool player, baka raw nagba-basketball na ngayon si Bingkay. Kaya lang.
Kaso lang, I didn't grow tall But my cousins, mga players sila ng basketball, basketball players, sila yung mga kalaro ko growing up. But then sila tumangkad, ako hindi. So nag-shift ako.
With patience and faith, Bingkay's hard work paid off. Taong 2009 nang makuha niya ang una niyang world title sa 10-ball. At ngayong taon, tinuloy niya ang momentum upang makapag-world champion, this time sa 9-ball event.
Siguro if you force something, if you want something so badly, mas mahirap. Sabi ko, ilalabang ko lang talaga. Sabi ko, kayo na bahala. Kung gusto niyo ako manalo, huwag niyo na akong pahirapan.
A true heart of a champion dahil ang naging game plan niya to never back down until the last ball falls. Mobile Journal, Denise Valdesancho po, hatid ang mukha ng balita.
And those are the top stories of the hour this Friday. I'm Pauline Verzosa. We are One News.